This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of March 8, 2021. We're moving into peak Pisces this week. It's a very different, more diffuse, gentler energy than a lot of what we've been experiencing. It's more flexible, dreamy, unhinged maybe from reality, a strong escapist vibe, nostalgia, bittersweetness, a lot of softness. It's an excellent time for downtime, for taking breathers, for being really gentle on yourself, with yourself, for daydreaming, taking naps, watching movies, making music, playing music, going out in nature, giving yourself over to experiences that don't have to do with the mundane details of life. The Sun and Venus are both meeting with Neptune, the god of transcendence, the ruler of Pisces, the cosmic fog machine. And the Sun and Venus are coming into these meetings with Neptune after an experience that expands them, pumps them up, moves them and moves us into an even greater experience of all this Piscean diffuseness. Soak in it. Soak it up. If you're a bath person, take lots of them. This is potentially sacred, sacred time. No matter what is going on in the world, no matter what is going on in your outside life, your interior life can be experienced as holy and sacred and even magical at this time. The skies are blurring the boundaries between us and the rest of humanity, between reason and intuition, between creativity and intuition, between worldly existence and something higher, greater, more transcendent. The combined impact will probably soften an awful lot of us into greater empathy, greater compassion, greater understanding of what other people are going through. But first and foremost, direct all that energy to yourself. Forgiving yourself, compassion for yourself, giving yourself over to transcendent, ecstatic experience. Now, in the midst of this, there are some little annoying, tugging undercurrents. 3 of the sand in the oyster shell aspects that I talked about for March are happening this week. And look at them as nudging you into treating yourself with more kindness, treating yourself with more love, forging a new relationship with your own subterranean impulses and the demons that float within inside of you. Yes, I'm sorry, there are some for each one of us. For being more honest with yourself, for being more profoundly, fundamentally loving toward yourself. All of these little streams and tributaries take us right into the Pisces new moon on the 13th. Which is blessed by the exact conjunction between Venus and Neptune. These planets are the guardians of love, mere mortal level and higher spiritual level. They are the guardians of creativity, mere mortal level and higher inspiration. They are exactly conjunct as the sun and the moon meet in the new moon and set the next 4 weeks in motion. So whatever is going on this week isn't just a passing fancy. It's dunking you into energies that will continue to play out, to soften, to make their effects known as we go into the next month. The hardness of all of the Aquarian energy that characterized February is giving way to this gentleness, pliability, flexibility, mutability. The intellectual, fixed, stubborn, obstinate, brittle, objective Aquarian energy of February is morphing into a non-rational experience of our interconnectedness with everything. It might make you a little woozy. It might be disorienting. Could be a lot of fun. You might want to choose your activities with all of this in mind. Probably not the best week to finish your taxes, do your bookkeeping, etc., etc. Although those activities might help you feel more like you're still operating on this planet. Just know that daydreams might take you off into some other way of existence while you're in the middle of them. And who knows, you might just naturally gravitate into something that you really needed to know, really needed to do or discover that your conscious mind simply wasn't capable of pulling off. Homing thought of the week: choose love first and foremost for myself. Song of the week: Love by Lana Del Rey, and the image of the week is a rainbow in the sky. You'll learn more about all this in my forecast for the Pisces new moon, which will be up at my site by the middle of the week at empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. You'll also learn more in my new radio show for Om Times Radio, Celestial Compass, which is on every first and third Monday of the month at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you miss it live, look for it in the archives. I'm Kathy Biehl, a professional astrologer with more than 30 years' experience. I host lively conversation on Facebook at Empowerment Unlimited and in the group The Astro-Insight Lounge. I have a variety of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I'm really grateful for the people who are supporting my work there. I post on Instagram at @KABiehl and on YouTube at The Professional Aquarian Channel. Talk to you next week.